Okay, so they've left you on red, right? They've ghosted you, or they're just not replying to you, whether you're in a relationship, just getting to know someone. This is very difficult, especially if you have an abandonment wound. It's very triggering sometimes if we're not responded to in a certain amount of time, especially if we've been hurt that way in the past. But I challenge you to take a breath, because if you want to be able to get over this and learn to handle this, because unfortunately life is going to throw triggers at us constantly. And I know the pain of the panic and the worry and the fear, and it's terrible, right? So get some of that power back. Take a breath. Pause, take a breath, breathe. And ask yourself, is there something I actually need to worry about? Or is this just a habit that my brain likes to think? Did something happen that maybe I actually need to worry if the person is in trouble, or if something's wrong, or if they're mad at me, or whatever? Or is this just what my brain likes to torture me with, right? Is this just what my brain likes to go to because of that past pain? And if this person hasn't hurt you in this way before, now if they have, that's a different situation. And if you're in a relationship and this person hasn't, take a breath. Remind yourself that this isn't common, that it's possible, right? It's tough to think. I know it's tough to change those old habits, but ask yourself, is it just possible that maybe something came up, and yeah, it's been a few hours, but they're gonna get a hold of me as soon as they can, because they normally do, right? Or maybe their phone died, or maybe it's something, very innocent. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're in danger, right? Remind yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean they're in danger or that something's wrong. Okay? There could be a good explanation. And yeah, just genuinely ask yourself, is this really something that I want to be thinking right now? Is this helpful right now to be worried about this, or should I be focusing on something else? And just practice assuming the best instead of assuming the worst, which is extremely difficult to do, trust me, I know. But possible in baby steps. So just give your brain a little something different to chew on. Now, if it's not necessarily you're in a relationship and you're just beginning to know somebody and they ghost you and never reply back, especially a day or a couple days, you're probably better off, right? They probably didn't value or respect you enough anyway, or they would have. Anybody that's going to value you and respect you and want to be in your life, they're gonna reply back. And if it takes them a while, then they're gonna have a good reason, and they're gonna tell you as soon as you find out. So remember that there's a lesson to learn in every painful experience that we go through on life. And I know some of us, it's so much pain. There's always a lesson to learn. And try to think of it on the flip side. Like, maybe you dodged a bullet. If this person got out of your life early, maybe even before the relationship really started, I know it hurts. I know you might be devastated because you really wanted that to be something, but maybe it's a good thing. You never know. And at the least, you know that you deserve somebody that's going to value and respect you. So if they can't even give you the time of day, or they don't have the courage to say, hey, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, or I don't feel the same way about you, if they don't have the courage to say that, then that's on them. That they're the ones that are not strong enough to come to you and be honest. Well, that's the type of person you want, right? So it's a win-win. Let them go. Let them go. If they're gonna ghost you like that, see ya. And if you're already in the relationship, like I said, if they value you at all, they're gonna have a reason. They're gonna come to you and explain as soon as they can. And try to remind yourself. Take the breaths. Manage the little brain. Give your brain something tiny to just kind of start shifting those old negative thought patterns. And it's totally different, like I said, just to note, if they have already hurt you, and that's a little different, then obviously you have a reason to think that, and then that's a different, that's a little bit more challenging to deal with. I'm talking about when, it's just because you've been hurt and you're a little bit worried, but you don't necessarily have a real reason. Okay. I hope this helped. Thank you guys. Subscribe, and I'll see you later.